Oh yeah, Mog, you're not dead now?
Sadly not.
No! That's not what I meant.
There he is.
Hello.
Hiya.
I see you back on Twitch, so I joined the right chat. I believe you all spend time in the first streams, voice chat while we weren't streaming. Like, guys.
I'm sorry.
I felt like, breaking a few rules today. I've been having to enforce rules this entire past week at my work. So now it's kind of fun to break a rule.
Demon woke up
beat 'em
and
up.
chose violence.
More like minor, like, I don't know, like not even close to an offense. Just like, I tipped the garbage cans slightly.
You do
Yeah.
a minor amount of tomfoolery.
And then set
Yeah, I
it back down
stole a
gently.
cookie from the jar. What
You
you
know
gonna do about it?
You are allowed a little bit of murder as a treat.
Oh, escalated all the way to murder. Okay, you got big plans.
Hmm.
I admire that.
Man, 4 weeks in a row, baby.
I know. Is this like our longest? Is this our longest
Good
streak?
head.
I don't know. I think we've had longer streaks back in the starting days.
Yeah. I feel like we just
Yeah.
didn't need to pay as much attention to it, so I don't remember.
I will say, of all the cases, this one has had has it had the most rolls at once?
I think
I
so.
think so. So far, at least.
I think
I think
the biggest
so.
I think the biggest thing about it is that it's like characters don't show up and then be like bye bye. It's not like case 1-3 where some people would just stop showing up, like some of the writers like Salmonella stopped showing up and
Right. So according
is like-
to
yeah.
oh,
I was,
So
and I was gonna
according-
say it's like sorry. Shit,
Sorry,
you go.
According to all the laws
You
of
go,
aviation.
you go.
I was just gonna say, according to Yoshi's spreadsheet, if you don't include, even if you include, whether or not you include the credits from last time, both last one and the Steel Samurai case both have one more listed on the spreadsheet than this case, actually. So
Okay, I think
Yeah,
they.
but I
yeah,
don't think it has as many people on like once. I think that case just has more different characters, but like we said before, like some characters that just don't return anymore in the
Oh,
later
yeah, that's
stages of
true.
the case.
They
Okay,
died.
to be fair, in case where I listed Mia, and Mia had like 2 lines.
that is also fair. And on this
Also,
one,
I-
Elizabeth is
and I-
Mia and
uh,
Lana.
Yeah, and I also listed Polly for case 4.
Polly's,
fair.
Polly's a character. I mean,
Polly is a character.
it's
Yes.
you could even argue that she's the most pivotal character in the first game.
Sure.
That didn't sound
Actually,
very.
kind of, yes.
I say Yosh didn't sound convinced, but thank you, Sam. Sorry, Eamon. What were you gonna say when I kept trying to interrupt you? I'm so sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. I was gonna say mainly because this one, like, characters don't rotate out; they stay in the goddamn
Yeah.
rotation. Like, I'm
Mhm.
expecting Meekins to come. I know there's a spreadsheet for it. This is me just joking, but yeah, just some.
I was about to say, Mikans isn't on the spreadsheet anymore.
Well, if we think these are many characters, let's wait for it. I can't wait for 3-5.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy. I can't wait
Which
for
one is-
investigations
I don't think I-
to 5.
Oh boy.
I don't think I finished 3. In any capacity. Watching or playing.
I think it's gonna be interesting because the further in we go, the less knowledge most of us will have of the series. Like, we're gonna get to a point where Yosha's the only one who knows anything about what's going on, and I'm
I mean,
very...
So are you advising
I
me to
did-
not look anything at 3-5?
Oh.
Just leave it alone?
I only played the original trilogy, so I know.
Whatever will be
everything from
funnier
that.
is what we should do.
That's true.
But I haven't played anything after, and I'm still debating. Like, am I going to pick some games up, or am I just gonna leave it till we get there? And also
Hi,
go in blind.
Mile. Hello. Welcome
I
in.
know for me
I've played
personally-
Hello?
I've played every game and every case except the DLC case in The Spirit of Justice.
I didn't realize there was
So
another
naturally,
DLC
we have to race
case.
towards that DLC and play it on stream before Yosh can play it.
What if we just like skipped to that and we were like, "Hello"?
Oh no.
Yeah, you
No
know that's what we're doing
context.
after this. That's what we're doing in between AA1 and AA2. We're doing that
We're
DLC.
just gonna skip-
I would
None of the characters have been assigned. Nobody knows what the fuck's going on.
I would do my damnedest to portray
It's just-
Phoenix as just
No, Kiki,
like,
it's just me and you in a room
screaming.
closet. That's
Oh, boy.
that's all that DLC is.
Oh
We're just
yeah.
ad-libbing literally everything.
Phoenix is just
"Ah."
like, where am I? Who am I? What the fuck is going on? Where is Edgeworth?
I miss him.
I miss my wife, Tails. I miss her a lot. I'll be back.
I don't know what that mean. Wah.
Oh, it's from the
It's from
Oh,
the
fandom.
first Sonic Adventure 2 fandom.
yeah from the hero side. I
Yeah,
miss
that's
my
why I
wife,
don't know
Tails.
it.
I miss her a lot. Goodbye. I'm going to go see her.
Alrighty, well,
Hi,
No,
Fatal.
stop that
oh,
immediately.
Hi, Phil.
No British.
Jesus.
Well, you got a problem with British, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, I've never
Sam?
been that.
Not
That's what
you,
you got a
Mark.
problem
We
with me
love
then,
you,
yeah?
Mark.
Sam went Twitter mode.
What does that mean for Mark? Does that mean Mark's not allowed anymore?
No.
I just corrected that.
Oh no.
I
Hmm.
still need to play the Ace Attorney Investigations game. I think I've played all the other games, not 100% sure. That's fair, Mile, yeah. The investigation ones are a little harder to track down because of stuff like that, so. Anyways, thank you everybody for joining us. My name is Kiki, and I'm going to be voicing Emma Sky today.
Oh, the Order of the West. I'm E-Man. I'll be voicing Phoenix.
I'm Sam. I'll be voicing Edgeworth.
Hi, I'm Kay. I'll be voicing Gant.
Mark, hi, Judge.
Are you okay?
I am Sven. I'll be voicing Detective Gumshoe.
Hey, I'm Yosh. I'll be voicing no one. Again.
You're just yelling at me.
He will be voicing his discontent for Kirsten's playing.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a regular feature of the game. So, Elizabeth's gonna join us eventually. I did wake her up. Whether or not she stays awake, that is up to her. But I did wake
She
her
has
up.
typed in the
so-
chat.
Oh, did
Yeah.
she?
Staying awake. She said she
Yay!
just wants to jump into call like before.
Yeah, I'll probably
Okay.
ping her when.
Okay, thank you, Yoshi. I
Lana's about to
appreciate
show up.
that. Cool. All right. Well, let's get back into this. Okay. Shit. We're supposed to go to the detention center and then Gant's office, right?
Police department, I think.
Police department? Police department, okay. Forget which one's which. Alright. Criminal affairs department. There we go. I always forget when we leave off in a weird spot. I'm like, where were we?
That is fair.
Oh, you're back.
You're still here?
I gotta make 150 copies of these files. Brewing coffee, copying files. I'm turning into a regular DJ.
You're a DJ as well?
If I'm not mistaken, I think he means desk jockey.
Oh, that DJ.
Ricker.
I gotta admire your persistency, but my answer's still no.
Hmm?
I'm not letting you in the chief's office, period. It'd be my neck on the line.
That office is the last crime scene in the SL9 incident. I have to take a look in there.
There's got to be something we can do to make the detective change his mind. Okay, where am I at?
I'm gonna be honest. The term desk jockey, I didn't say for like these past few years because I wasn't sure if it was like something very crude. I thought because I was like,
It's just another title for grunts, yeah?
yeah.
Yeah.
I always thought it was just like it meant like your main job was just being stationed to a desk, and like that was your main.
That's the implication, isn't it?
Yeah, because that was the main reason I didn't go. That's why I didn't finish my computer science degree, because I was like, shit, I don't want to be stuck at a desk all day. My fun is at a desk all day. I'm
God,
not
what
gonna
a
make
mood.
it.
What's a scrambled up piece of paper? No way! Mr. Edgeworth can't be serious!
Is he ever not serious?
I can't believe they've pushed him this far.
Mr. Edgeworth really feels responsible.
When I first met him, I thought he was as cold as ice too. But I know different now. He trusts us as detectives to provide him with sound evidence. But we betrayed him.
Detective?
That's it. I've made up my mind.
But
Here, take my ID card.
Can't do that. If someone found out.
they wouldn't let you off the hook with another lost item report.
Look at me. It's no secret I'm already out of the loop. After all, I'm friends with Mr. Edgeworth. Depending on how this case turns out, I may already be as good as terminated.
What?
So at least let me do this. For Mr. Edgeworth's sake.
All right, detective. Thank you.
Alright. So, there's a couple things you can do here.
Hey, that's it. That's the King of Prosecutors award that Mr. Edgeworth got the other day.
Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe?
Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself.
Ah, congratulations.
Say, this design's based on an old Chinese parable, right?
Yeah, everyone knows that. There was this, dragon. Yeah, that's it, a dragon. He had a thing for silk, see?
That's not exactly the version we heard.
No, but this one sounds more exciting.
Anyway, it gets kind of gory after that. I'll spare you the details.
Okay.
If Maya was here, Maya would be like, "No more! Tell me more!"
Yeah, for real.
Maya would insist on hearing.
So
Also-
he was dragging the shield. Is that what was happening?
I don't know.
And then it
Maybe.
broke or something? Or...
That would. I don't know. I feel
I
like
just
it's.
wanted to make a pun.
Uh,
You can feel free to ignore me.
Dragging the
Ah.
Oh.
He was dragging the shield.
You
Yeah.
see, I avoided falling into that because I thought I was gonna be dragging these. Yeah, that whole.
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought it was one of
that's-
those, and I
I-
steered clear.
It was one of those. I just avoided
Oh.
the second part of it.
Well, this joke could really drag on if we kept talking about it, so
Wow.
we should stop.
Oh, that must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself.
Oh, Francesca, you're more lovely than a marsupial in. Quiet, Jean Mark. Words will just spoil the moment. Now hold me close. Yes, this approach allows for much more intrigue.
Marsupial?
It seems he's given up on the mystery genre.
Wow. Okay,
Man.
and then
No, man.
no, we want it's gumshoe thing.
Oh, look at this man.
Detective Gumshoe isn't very photogenic, is he?
Whatever you do, just don't say that to his face. We are right in front of him.
Look, his. Oh no!
This is like
How is
bringing up
Gumshoe
every-
reacting?
Yes, Gumshoe's right here. How would...
He's just like so shocked that we would say that in front of him that he's stunned in silence.
Come on, pals.
Well, it's like everyone's innate fear. Like everyone's self-conscious about their ID
Oh,
photo.
yeah.
And then we're just
Look,
I
his-
should know that. I have to take those on a regular basis.
Oh.
yeah. I just got mine taken, and I did like a smile where I didn't smile with like teeth, and I was like, shit, do I look bad?
Some people really just do not want to smile in their ID cards, so I don't tell them to smile. I just say whenever you're ready.
I mean, most forms of identification are like, don't smile. Like, don't smile. We need
Mm-hmm.
to be able to identify you in a completely neutral pose, you know? Like, I think when I went to get my passport photo taken, my dad had to get his photo reshot like 3 times because his beard was obscuring the lower half of his face.
Dang.
Oh man.
I had to take one for work, and then the guy took a couple, and then he like looks at me and he goes, "Is that how you naturally smile?" And I was like, "What?"
That's rude.
I was like,
What the
"Damn,
fuck?"
son." I was like, "Shit," and then I hated it anyways, so it was okay. Look, his eyes are half shut. Oh Jesus.
One moment.
Okay.
They're still going.
I will say I do feel really bad for him because his head looks super tiny in this shot. Like the way it's shot, he looks like he's like all body and like just teeny head.
I have a big head and little arms. I'm just not sure how well this plan was supposed to go.
I love
Master!
I used, to,
What?
I used to quote that all the time.
Okay, I'm back. Family just got back, but
Oh, okay.
I forgot. Freaking. Oh man. Was it Doris? Is that the name of his hat?
Yes.
Doris.
Doris!
All right. Yeah, and his mouth is half open.
Hey, each of his shirt buttons is off a notch.
Oh no. And he's got the narrow end of his tie in front. I think this goes beyond being a photogenic issue.
Aww.
What?
Poor
That's
Gumshoe.
Honey.
Maybe he was just really, really hungover.
Oh Jesus. I mean, still,
Very
that's still an issue. Okay. Fatal said, literally me when I was a kid, I learned how to smile by watching other people, and people tell me I still don't do it right. People say you don't smile right, Fatal? What the
People
fuck?
tell you don't smile right to your face?
That's like,
What the fuck?
that's brutal.
I can relate because I also have a terrible smile because my
Oh Jesus, who's that?
Hey, just do what I do.
Damn
Never
it.
smile.
I'm tired
Hmm?
of these
Who's
gosh dang bats.
Yeah, but you're German. That's expected to never.
Isn't
smile.
there a... God, where was that posted recently? There was something posted recently about an auto... Like, there's like a Twitch blockchain, essentially,
Yeah,
is
it
how it
just
was described to me.
takes- It just
It
takes
takes a bit.
forever to run, apparently, and I just have not had time to.
Does it have to be the channel... Does it have to be the channel owner running it, or can it be a moderator?
I think it I don't know. Yes, even my own family tells me this. I'm so sorry, Fatal. That's so rude. I'm sure you have a great smile. That's so sad. I'm so sorry.
Okay, I
Smiles
returned-
suck anyway. Just be a comforting person. Have a comforting aura.
That's true.
what I do.
You don't have to smile. No, you're not required to smile. And as long as
I
you're not
can't
forcing yourself to do it. What are you gonna say?
I don't
Kat?
have a good smile.
I'm sure we all have great smiles here. Everybody's a great smile, but nobody's required to smile. Nobody owes a smile to anyone. You smile when you feel like it, and don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. Okay.
I've returned from the second lunch
Okay.
talk.
Second
was
lunch
late.
talk.
Well, because it was like they got home. Okay, we're doing this for lunch. Okay, and then minutes
Oh.
later, we're not doing that for lunch. Okay.
Oh gosh.
Love
that.
And last time we got clearance, we got zapped with a taser. I hope it doesn't happen again.
A bad history. Here goes, Mr. Wright.
Emma, why are you playing it again?
We're in. If anyone finds us now,
Detective Gumshoe's a goner.
Oh, Jesus. That scared
If that
me.
happens, I'm counting on you to bail me out.
Ah!
She slapped him!
What?
She slapped him! Sorry, I thought you were a ghost.
I didn't even know you could slap a ghost.
Inspector Gumshoe! What are you doing sneaking up on us like that?
I wasn't sneaking. I was just worried something might go wrong. So I came to...
You're here, then what's the point of giving us your ID card?
What?
Excuse me?
What?
Crushed and rendered unusable.
Okay.
Phoenix, did you just have a tantrum? Did
I
you throw a
don't-
tantrum, Phoenix?
Oh my god.
Why
I did
is
not
Phoenix
remember
such
that.
an asshole in this case in particular? What the
He
hell?
just destroyed federal property
Oh my god.
without any sort of just fucking ID.
But now
Jesus.
Tim has to file the report anyway.
Bro, I
Aw.
gotta use scissors to cut my credit cards. I don't know how to use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the roll's
We
straight.
just have a
Hell.
shredder. We just have a shredder at the tech office.
Fatal says I think they just meant it was an accident, was it? Oh.
I think it's because.
Oh,
Hey,
no.
don't do that to my cards.
Oh no,
No.
no,
Nope.
no! You are no.
Damn.
I hardly ever get a chance to come in here. So figured I'd have a look around myself. Besides, we're all in this together. We're all in this together now.
You really do want to get fired, don't you?
Oh my god.
Not if you're lucky. Now, come on, let's see what we can find out.
Fatal said, well, never mind. What the fuck?
I'm gonna sub this line for thinking I've lost control of my life. Are we just not gonna address the fact that what the Phoenix just in a fit of rage destroyed an ID card?
Phoenix is an
Jesus
asshole, and it goes
Christ.
unexplained for the entire
Yeah.
game. That's just this case in a nutshell. What the fuck?
The further we go into this case, the less I remember about it, so the more things are surprising me.
Remember the garage testimony? Remember the fake evidence room test? Remember the Blue Badger video?
Yeah.
All it did was send us back to square one.
Yeah.
The chief's organ is sure as a sight to behold. Occasionally, we hear him playing it from the criminal affairs department.
That's on the second floor, and this is the 15th floor of an entirely different building.
When the detective screws up, the chief calls him to this office and makes him listen to the organ for hours.
What's so bad about that? Music soothes the soul.
After that, the detective can't hear anything for days except for the ringing in their ears.
It was an instrument of punishment, literally.
But aren't the chief's ears affected?
He never listens to anyone anyway.
That's beside the point.
This mark looks like some kind of flower.
Word is, it's designed after the insignia on the prosecutor's badge.
Prosecutor's badge?
Yeah, like the one hanging from your collar.
What? They have badges too?
The design is supposed to portray the severity of the punishment system.
Now that you mention it, it does look all pointy and kind of painful.
Mr. Edgeworth never wears a badge.
That's because he's a sharp dresser.
Damn!
A badge like that wouldn't go too well with his outfit.
So sharp dressers don't need to wear badges?
I guess everyone just kind of lets it slide.
I don't know how to. I don't know. Oh my goodness! I don't see how that's supposed to signify severe punishment. Did Gumshoe just dunk on Phoenix's fashion sense?
Yes.
Probably.
That is exactly what
deserved
just happened.
after what Phoenix
That
did
is
to
true.
him.
Oh,
It's
easily.
like you
Oh,
insulted
I'm
me to
not-
my face.
There's like, I think the only like, I did. I don't know. I just all like the abuse Phoenix gets through like 1 through 4. It's like, okay, come on, ease off him. But in this, it's like, why is there so less? Why is Phoenix not being insulted more
True.
in this case? This is the real deal, isn't it? This armor and these weapons.
Sure is, pal. Chief doesn't care for imitations.
First the pipe organ, now this armor. Do you know how many taxpayer dollars must have gone into this room?
What? You mean we're paying for this? That's it. I'm not paying 1 cent of my taxes.
Fuck yes, tax fraud.
Emma
Tax
just
evasion
destroyed-
club. Tax evasion club.
Emma and Yoshi are best friends. To be exact, the Mario character Yoshi.
I was about to say, for
Yeah,
a second,
yeah.
I thought you meant like our Yoshi, and I was like, shit, Yoshi, what the fuck?
No, it's also Arioshi.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry to be the whistleblower.
Thank God the IRS doesn't watch my streams. Well, he's
And then-
Japanese anyway, so I don't
And
know
then
what.
to compensate. Oh god.
That's good. You're good. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and then to compensate, Aryosh pays 7 times the taxes for everyone.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. You don't have any taxes to pay.
Be careful of what you say. Who knows? The chief may be hiding in this armor as we speak.
I don't think he'd fit in there.
Even if he did, he'd never be able to get back out.
Cut it out! You guys don't know how scary that guy can be.
All right. Everything else, I don't think we can do until we do further stuff. So.
To be honest, if someone said that to me, I would literally flip up the visor on the armor just to make sure no one was in there.
For real, like.
That desk on the other side of the room. Was that your sister's? Not you, Gumshoe.
Yes, that's where I was waiting for Lana. On that day 2 years ago.
Is anyone using it now?
No, sir. This is entirely Chief Gang's office now. He practices a strict policy of preserving the crime scene.
That's a strange reason to leave it here. We'll leave it there.
He leaves it as a warning to everyone else. He wants us to always be alert. He called us himself at our New Year's party. Of course, he was pretty intoxicated at the time.
I see.
So, ever since Lana left, no one ever touches that desk?
No one except Chief Gang. And a cleaning lady was in here each morning.
Still, 2 years have passed since that incident. There can't possibly be any clues remaining. Oh my god, Phoenix, you're gonna eat those fucking words in like 5 minutes.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
You only came here to look around, right? Because it's one of the SL9 crime scenes? I mean, that's your only reason for coming here, isn't it?
Why do you ask?
You don't think... Nah. You wouldn't be. No. No, there's no way. Never mind. Don't worry about it.
Okay, now then, let's look around a bit more. What?
Hey, hold on! Not so fast, buddy!
Huh? What is it?
When someone tells you, don't worry about it, it's supposed to start bothering you, pal. You don't just let it go at that.
Worry about it now.
Sorry, this guy's starting to get on my nerves. Okay, so what's bothering you?
You two don't think Chief Gang might be a suspect, do you?
What? He's right, Mr. Wright. What do we think of him?
Chief Gant in red text. So it's finally come to. What?
Hello.
do I think of him? Perhaps it's best I don't divulge my feelings yet.
Are you burdened with unnecessary feelings, Phoenix Wright?
Do you want to go swimming with Gant, Phoenix Wright?
There you go, ignoring me again.
Okay.
I'm just so baffled by the sentence, like the narrative structure of this. What the fuck? We're so far into this case and Phoenix is like, I don't really feel like it.
I don't really feel like
You're
it.
telling me Phoenix has been developing an opinion of Gant this entire time, but even though we're in his head, we know nothing of how he feels towards Gant.
Hasn't been the case the entire case. I feel like we've even gone through this last week. Where it's like, I have evidence. And we're like, we do. We know
Yes.
nothing about what Phoenix is thinking at any time.
I think that's what's so
Little did you
jarring about
know, Emma is actually the perspective character in this case.
Yeah.
Surprise.
And actually, she's a mind reader. Except she can't read
Ooh.
Phoenix's mind.
Oh my god, it's Twilight.
Mm.
I don't know enough about Twilight to dispute this fact,
Ah,
but it
damn.
sounds false.
Did I
Wait,
just
does
out
Bella-
myself as a Twilight fan?
Wait, does Bella get mind reading powers?
So Edward has mind reading powers, but he can read everybody's
Oh,
mind
boy.
except for Bella.
Oh my god. Yes, you did just out yourself.
I
Thank you.
will say, it's hard to shame someone for being a fan of Twilight because it's like
Twilight's not
for
bad.
perspective. For perspective, middle school comes out, and for my case, I was at the time very straight, like boy, and I'm like, I don't get it. So if I had to go back in time and convince my younger self why people get it, it's like, let's flip the script. Shy, awkward teenage boy, werewolf girl and vampire girl start crushing on him. Do you get it now?
Yeah. I
Like-
guess.
Hey, remember when I said, hey, if we start on time and don't get too sidetracked, we could maybe finish the first story.
Yo, it's just like la 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 Twilight.
I'm sorry, I was just trying to make sure no one bullied Kiki for.
I will say thanks Mark. I will say fan is a little bit of a generous word there.
Twilight isn't worth bullying someone over anyway.
I guess that's fair.
She
Yosh,
has Twilight tattoos.
I'm reading the walkthrough and I'm looking at your spreadsheet, and I just want to make sure that for the spraying the luminol, that's something that I have to do. It doesn't happen organically, right?
I don't remember. I just
Okay,
wrote it down, so
'Cause
let's do it.
I'm not sure like how to use it if it's because I feel like the previous times, maybe. Oh,
So is this a tech that you can sort visual novels by? Luminol?
I think we've already got these
Yeah.
lines in the last one.
um,
Can you open your code record and not the present menu?
oh,
Yeah.
is that what I did?
Yeah, you went to percent.
I thought I did. I'm sorry. Well, hold on. Okay, there we go. All right. Whoa! This area must have been covered in blood.
Is this from that incident?
It must be. When Prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered. 2 years have passed, so the reaction's kind of dull.
So a murder really did take place here.
Okay. Alright, now back to the walkthrough. Alright, slide to the right.
This is a safe, isn't it?
Safe. That word is ripe with intrigue.
Okay, if you say so, fucking nerd.
Excuse me. It looks like a code needs to be entered into this panel to open it.
7-digit number. I think I might know what it is.
Oh boy.
Do you know what it is?
I have a hunch.
Oh, I know. You want to try my birthday? It's...
I have a better idea. Here goes nothing. Phoenix is shoving. Phoenix is
Use the
shoving
power of
Gumshoe out of the
Nintendo
way.
Nintendo DS touchscreen again.
Use the gamepad to decode.
Use the touchscreen to input the number.
Wow, well, that's a. Oh my god.
The pizza's
Very
ready.
safe number.
Bingo.
What number did you enter?
Whose birthday was that, pal?
777777777. The final ID card on that record. Our card number on that record.
What?
The number of the mysterious executive officer who entered the room that day.
You mean 777777? That ID number?
I think you're 1-7 shy this time. This can only mean one thing. That's Chief Gant's ID number.
Say, anyone care to look inside? Okay.
Oh my god, we're fucking. Where's the parrot? We're breaking into a safe again.
Is there any money in there? How much does he have stashed away?
Look, it's a
Yard from a broken cup.
It somehow looks familiar. Where have I seen this before?
there's something else in here too.
What's this? Looks like a piece of leather cloth.
This is a handprint, isn't it?
Hey, I saw someone wearing a shirt like that once. You think the chief made up the design?
I don't think so.
Oh. Well, because this is gone.
Is that it? Is this all that was in the safe?
Apparently so. It's empty now.
Piece of cloth with a handprint on it. And a broken shard from a cup.
They look like pieces of evidence.
Yeah, but unless you can prove they have something to do with this case, I'm afraid I can't just let you take them. After all, it's my neck on the line here.
Great. Now I have to prove their relevancy to get them.
Jesus.
Jesus.
How are these two items related to the SL9 incident?
Come on, there's got to be something we can show the detective.
Can I just say, like, I know it's like what Gumshoe said was outlandish like that. Do you think he made up the design? But that's such a solution that would be in an Ace Attorney game.
That is
Yeah.
true.
Gant has
That
his
is
own
true.
clothing line, and that and it just. Detective Gumshoe, could you have another look at this jar?
I remember when the three of us put that back together. Ah, those were the days.
Counter, I'm gonna replace this line. It's fucking. It's kind of early to be nostalgic, bro. It has been a while since we put that back together.
Wasn't this jar a piece of evidence from that case?
And that's right. One of the shards had an SL9 incident sticker on it.
Doesn't this ring any bells? You know, that fragment we just found?
You mean this one? That was in the safe?
Yes, that one. That was in the safe.
Now that you mention it, it's ringing a lot of bells. Let's see if it fits.
Here, let me see that shard. I'll take a crack at this.
Go ahead, pal. Show us what a rookie can do.
Mr. Wright, here's some glue.
I can piece this together again. It'll prove Chief Gant was knowingly hiding evidence. Here goes. Oh my god, we're
Yes.
actually doing it for the one
Yeah.
piece.
Yes!
Oh my
Forget
god.
to use the DS touchpad.
I already forgot how to use this goddamn thing. Okay.
Take a
thank God.
crack at it.
There
Get
you
it?
go.
Because it's cracked.
There, it fits like a charm. That, of course, means Chief Gant willingly and knowingly hid a piece of this jar in his safe. In other words, he concealed a piece of evidence from the SL9 incident.
But
Hey guys, get a load of this.
What is it?
And this piece you just attached. It's different from the others.
there's a reddish line on it.
Reddish line. That's blood.
I don't get it. Why would Chief Gant hide this in his safe?
Alright.
Detective Gumshoe, I'd like you to have a look at this.
Oh no.
Hey, I know what it is. So you want to take some fingerprints?
That's a great idea, Detective.
Alright, go to town. Jeez.
What are you doing? Why are you sticking your hand out like that?
Go ahead, take my fingerprints.
Uh, it's not your fingerprints we want to take.
Huh?
Come on, this isn't the time for jokes. Talk about that cloth we found in the safe.
Oh, I knew that. The one with the handprint on it, right? Jeez, where's your sense of humor?
Okay, Mr. Wright, let's check for prints. Sprinkle the powder on the cloth. Then, once they've been absorbed into the prints, blow the rest away.
Oh my god!
Use the Nintendo DS microphone.
What are you, my mom? I want to be told 1,000,000 times.
Jesus, Phoenix,
you
I'm
need-
so glad that was internal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Alright, let's get this over with.
Jesus.
You literally sound like a spoiled child. You are my mom!
I know how to be a lawyer. This is my 5th case.
Now, who could it be? Place your bets.
Oh.
Oh wow, it actually. Excuse me?
Hmm.
How can this be? What are Emma's fingerprints doing here?
Hey, you found a match? Whose fingerprints were they?
Huh? Oh, Phoenix, you fucking idiot. Oh, it seems the prints are too old. They aren't clear enough to get a match.
Oh, that's too bad. I thought they'd be Dark's prints.
Hey you, over here. What's going on here? What are the kick prints doing inside the chief's safe?
Don't ask me. Let's just keep this information from Emma for now.
Here, maybe you should hold on to this.
Just waddle back. Hey!
What's going on, bro?
Emma, how are you doing?
Yeah, none of that weird. That was such a weird moment, Emma, right? Let's just forget about it.
Hey, look, there's
Honestly
a cool bird outside
surprised.
the window.
Honestly surprised that we didn't just tell her. That would
I-
be consistent with the
That is
rest
true.
of the case.
Oh my goodness. What is this piece of cloth, anyway?
It's smooth and it sort of feels like vinyl. I think I felt something like this before. Nah, I can't remember.
It's seems this is becoming a habit with you.
I can't keep anything in my head lately.
Note to self: Detective Gumshoe is going senile. Jesus. Oh my god. Fatal said
Emma's finger-
in before Emma is actually a serial murder with a body count of no less than 7 people. Jesus.
Oh my god.
You mean 7777777?
That's it, it all ties together.
The Lucky
Not
Seven
enough
serial
sevens.
killer.
Was anyone else keeping count?
Oh.
Emma's fingerprints were found on this cloth. I have a bad feeling about this.
Okay. Bum.
Yo, is Gant working at a craft store? Because I sense some framing going on.
Oh. Wow, look at the size of Chief Gant's desk.
Speaking of that, when we were here earlier,
Oh, it's you two.
Chief Gant! He put that paper he was reading in his desk. I wonder what he was reading.
This looks like a list of evidence.
List of evidence?
In most cases, the list runs twice as long as this, though.
Hey, look at the case name.
Huh? SL9 incident. I wonder what this is doing here.
Hold on, detective. What did you just say?
I said, I wonder what...
No, about evidence lists. Normally they're twice as long.
And that's right. I guess there wasn't a lot of evidence.
Bum, bum, bum.
A half-sized list of evidence.
The list of evidence. It seems too short. Most lists run twice as long.
What would the other half of the list be doing here?
I knew it! The chief must be hiding something about that case.
It would appear so.
Well, was I any help?
Of course.
Yosh, do I need to, examine the back of the evidence list now?
I mean, you might as well.
Okay. I don't want it to, like, cut us off on a funny reaction or whatever. Item.
Rotateo. Phoenix. I wonder what this is. It looks like someone drew some kind of sketch here.
What is it? Did you find something?
It's very clear. I can't make it. I better keep quiet.
Oh my god.
Me
Phoenix!
angry. Phoenix, you make me angry, Phoenix. It's clearly someone trying to defend themselves from someone trying to kill. Oh my. What?
It's because the Nintendo DS's resolution is too small.
They're very clear silhouettes. I could shrink this damn photo down to postage stamp size. Understand it? Someone gets. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Is this a form of self-loathing?
Maybe.
Huh? Oh no, it's nothing.
Why are your eyes moving about like that, Mr. Wright?
I better not forget about this picture.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Pick a fucking team. Jesus. Are you, is it important or is it not important, Phoenix?
Fatal said it's Gant's arts and crafts project. He made it in kindergarten today and he's very proud of it.
Next to your ID card, we're able to get some hard evidence.
No, that's not very kind, is it? In other words, if it wasn't for his ID card, he would have been useless. Isn't that right, you in the coat?
Chief Gant!
Oh, we didn't think you'd be back so soon.
Jesus, Phoenix.
Fortunately, I'm a man who believes in signs. As I'm walking to my meeting, I happened to look out a window and saw a stray dog run right into a pole. Just then I thought of a certain detective.
Do you mean me, sir?
Now then, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to ask you all to leave.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Oh, you in the coat.
Me, sir?
Drop off your ID on the way out. You won't be needing it anymore.
But, sir.
Now get out!
Yes, sir!
We'll be on our way too then.
Wait, you, the one without the spiky hair. Don't go yet.
Me, sir?
I'd like a word with you.
But, sir, I'm not a licensed scientific investigator yet.
You with the spiky hair. You're free to go.
Mr. Wright!
Phoenix just dipped!
Ouch.
Look, pal. If I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. The chief's office is off limits. But no, you just had to go sneaking in there like that, didn't you?
Thought you said you didn't care anymore if you were fired.
God, you're an asshole.
Yeah, but if I knew it'd be like this, I never would have said it!
Now that I've seen the evidence Chief Gant was hiding in his office, I think I'm finally starting to get the picture. But why has she kept eerily silent about it all this time?
Anyway, you listening to me? I'm going to try and smooth things over with the chief again. Later, pal.
Fatal said not a word as he left, possibly compromising Emma in the process. Phoenix is a goddamn sociopath or psychopath.
Yes, Phoenix just didn't even say anything in reaction. He was just like, okay, I'll leave. Bye. After that, I heard from Emma. She said the police wanted to ask her some questions. She'll be busy for the rest of the day. Gotta get ourselves a Lana.
I see. So the chief asked Emma to come in for questioning.
It's no use thinking about it. Tomorrow's the final day in court. I'm committed to doing everything I can to defend you, which is why I'm here.
But I've already told you all I can.
What you told me over these past couple days is absolutely nothing. Not a single useful thing.
Really? I believe I did mention something quite important. Something I told you right at the beginning. I said I was the one who stabbed Detective Goodman.
You know, I think I've finally figured it out. I know who it is that's lurking behind your words.
Mia did a good job mentoring you. I'm rather jealous.
Huh.
It seems Edgeworth was right.
Edgeworth?
Once you're convinced you know something, no one can persuade you otherwise. Thick-headed is the term he used, I believe.
Now's my chance to get her to tell me the rest of the story. Man, Phoenix really threw a tantrum. Fucking just You've not told me a single useful thing over the past few days. And then Lana like, really? You really gonna... I have to admit, I was more than a little perplexed at first. You insisted you did it, yet there was no incriminating evidence. That's when it hit me. It's not that you're unwilling to tell the truth. It's that you're incapable of doing so because of a certain individual.
What an intriguing notion. A certain individual, you say? So you think I'm protecting this person?
Protecting? No. I think afraid of is more like it. If I'm not mistaken, the person in question may have persuaded you to silence.
For argument's sake, Mr. Wright, who may I ask is the person you're speaking of? The one I am supposedly so frightened of? What is this person's name?
Mike Meekins. I'm kidding.
So when Phoenix has like evidence in his brain, we don't know about it. But when we spend a whole cutscene like, hey, it's probably Gant who's, you know, harboring all the suspicions. Like, no, you still have to pick it out of a dialogue box.
This feels like an episode of goddamn Sherlock, where the whole episode it seems unsolvable, but from frame one, our protagonist had already solved the entire case in a minute. Well, Miss Sky?
Mr. Wright, you are addressing the chief prosecutor. Do not forget your place.
I take it she's still not ready to spill the beans.
My apologies. Could you please tell me a bit more about what you think you know? We were partners until 2 years ago. I respected him as a detective.
Assuming he was respectable, then tell me something. How would he try to hide his crimes?
His crimes?
Both you and Edgeworth will be brought before a board of inquiry for what you did.
Did we just get almost hate-rated?
Uh-oh.
I don't
Is
know.
it-
The bot just like banned like a dozen
bunch of
bots
bots.
just all of a sudden out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Good shit, then.
I'm so glad I added that bot. Jesus. That was weird. Okay, sorry.
Also, Yosh, I appreciate you in chat saying, let's say for the sake of argument, Mr. Ray.
I can hear it in your impression. Oh my
Oh,
god, there's so many
a
more.
lot
Oh god, oh god.
Are they getting stomped out, thankfully? Or?
I think so. Like
Yeah.
nobody's said anything.
I mean, I
in
don't
chat.
see anything in chat. The only thing I see is
It's
that
just
like
the
the bulk
banning.
ban banning a bunch of
Yeah.
people.
Whew, okay.
I'm gonna go get that bot after this stream.
No, it's so great. I retweeted it. So do you know Redrawn? Redrawn Games?
I think so.
So-
Yes, yeah, redrawn.
Yeah,
games,
so I met Kea Luna through Redrawn. God damn, it is just going hard at it. And she posted, she's had this Kea bot for a while now. It was made specifically for her, but she's let a lot of her streamer friends use it, and she posted last night that it was like really good for banning all the like the Twitch raid stuff. And so she was like, if anybody needs to use it, all you have to do is like go to the channel, hit like exclamation point join, and then go to your channel and make it a mod. And you can use it for a lot of other things like timers and stuff like that. But she was really promoting it for, God, it is just going at it.
Yep.
Damn. That is cool by me though. I'll take it. Wild. Anyways.
Okay. Specifically, hiding and forging evidence.
Of course, these are serious offenses.
Why is it though that Chief Gant's name was never mentioned?
Chief Gant?
Edgeworth didn't know the truth behind the forgery. The only party who could have possibly tempered with the evidence was...
Me. I had access because I was second in command of that investigation.
Yes, you, but also one other. Damon Gant.
If you intend to accuse Chief Gant, you'll need more than just words. Oh, sorry, I just started yawning. Show
Don't
me
worry,
proof
Lana,
that
I'm
Chief
tired
Gant
of this
falsified
case.
evidence in that case.
Don't worry, Lana, I'm tired of this case too. Like, both Lana and Phoenix on both ends of the screen with, like, dark bags under their eyes and just utter disdain for this case. I just found this in a safe in the chief's office. This jar piece and this piece of cloth. Do you know what these are? They're pieces of evidence from the SL9 incident. The person concealing evidence was none other than Chief Gant himself. Now tell me, why are you taking all the blame for him? Why not?
Can anyone hear her
No.
right
I
now?
cannot. I think the noise suppression might
Oh.
be messing with
Elizabeth hit the
his mic.
Elizabeth hit the button on the mic.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Oh
I
no!
pulled it, so-
Wait, so did stream at least here?
I
Or-
don't think so.
Oh
Would
no!
Yeah.
Oh well.
This is why you should probably use your own mic.
I don't have a mic right now.
You could use my
Okay.
headphones.
Yeah, it's like
Lana,
mine
the
was
silent
broken since
protagonist.
we moved out, so I haven't been able to use it.
The bulk is still also still
I know
going.
the
at
bot is
its
just like
use.
going ham. Like every few minutes, it just starts like banning more things, and I don't know if they're present or what. But it is just.
Did
going
you
ham.
launch the whatever program you needed to?
I didn't do anything to it. Like I before stream I modded it, and it just all of a sudden like 5 minutes ago just started. But it's been a mod for like at least an hour and a half now. So
Maybe it needed time to connect to the database?
maybe I don't know.
I don't know how Kellybot works.
I don't know either.
I also don't know.
It's weird. Anyways,
Or perhaps I should say follow orders. Yes, that is more accurate than cooperate. Although I can't tell you the details. I can say that I was given an order that day.
I need to dispose of Bruce Goodman's body. You'll find it inside the trunk of Miles Edgeworth's car.
Oh, it's a really good cat impression, Dano.
Just as I suspected. Despite what everyone believes, you are not the one who murdered Detective Goodman.
Correct. I was trying to take the body out of Edgeworth's car. The trunk's lock was broken, and I discovered the murder weapon while inspecting the body.
A murder weapon? You mean Edgeworth's knife?
No. When I found the body, this was the knife stuck in it.
The knife from the SL9 incident. The serial killer Joe Dark's knife.
I couldn't just leave that knife in him. So I took it out and stabbed him with another knife.
Sorry, I'm
No, it's okay. No, that's okay. It's just a casual. What is this goddamn case? So the replacement knife, that would be Edgeworth's knife?
That's right. Even though he was already dead, my hands were shaking at the thought of stabbing him. That's why I ended up cutting my hand.
And that is the reason for the bandage on your right hand?
Yes. Seems I got blood on the victim's shoes as well. And then... she saw me, just as I plunged the knife into him.
Miss Starr, huh?
Yes, Fatal. That's exactly what that means.
at least in a real world, maybe not in Ace Attorney world, but in real world.
I will say that in that CG, Bruce did look really limp, and I thought that was just like an art style choice. But I guess I was like, huh, he kind of looks like he's not very lively for someone about to get stabbed.
Wonder why that is.
Yeah. Why did you need to hide Dark's knife so badly?
True, Fatal, true.
It took a lot of work to finally close the Dark case 2 years ago. It was over with. I didn't ever want it to be opened again. My intent was to prevent that, by whatever means possible.
So, you hid Dark's knife?
The weapon used to
Dark used-
stab the detective was evidence in the Joe Dark case. If word got out, which it would, the reporters would have a field day with that.
So you wrap the knife in your scarf and hid it. In Edward's exhaust pipe.
Right. Then I called my sister to tell her what happened and to ask her to hide the knife that was inside my muffler.
You asked Emma?
I didn't want anyone on the force to know about this.
That would explain why Emma is so confident. About Lana's innocence.
Speaking of phone calls, I had a bad feeling about one of them the other day.
A bad feeling?
The truth is, after I received those orders from Chief Gant, the first thing I did was make a phone call. A phone call to Patrolman Jake Marshall.
Marshall? Why on earth would you call him?
The lead investigator for the SL9 incident had been murdered. I wanted that fact to be kept hidden, and I needed help. He was the only other person I could trust. Or at least I thought I could trust him at the time. However, it seems that after I spoke to him, he went off on an escapade of his own.
Oh, you mean...
Not wanting the case to die, he decided to take things into his own hands.
He disguised himself as Detective Goodman to try and tried to steal the evidence.
He had already stolen the ID card. But it seems he still hadn't made up his mind to break into the evidence room. After my phone call, any remaining doubts he had must have disappeared.
Your phone call caused the incident in the evidence room?
I'm afraid that's all I can tell you.
But Lana...
You've earned my You've earned my respect, Mr. Wright, both as a defense attorney and an investigator. Now please, don't pursue this any further in court tomorrow.
Tomorrow's trial. There's only one way to drive off Lana's demons. I've got to get to the bottom of everything. Detective Goodman's real murderer. And what went down in the chief's office 2 years ago.
Or Lana's diamonds, if you will.
Your delivery of that line was just fucking perfect. So I stabbed him with another knife.
Yeah, that was so good. So good, Eli. So good. Just the casual.
If you're talking, we can't hear you.
I was talking to Elizabeth, so I had it muted. Will you close the door,
okay.
please?
Lana still shows up right here.
Yeah.
I
So
think.
so she's going into her room to. She's going into her room with with my other headphones, so she doesn't have to perch over my shoulder and hold the microphone. So
Okay.
I was coordinating with that, so I'll give her a second to get on. But yay!
Anywho, how's everyone feeling?
There's... I'm in a feeling of, like, yes, we're getting a greater conspiracy here, but, like, good lord, I just... It just feels like, oh, wow, that was just... The answer is superficial. It's a very... It's like, yeah, it's... Oh, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready for what's gonna happen in court today. This is the defendant's...
boy.
Can y'all hear me with this headset?
Yes.
Yes, hello.
Yeah.
Cool.
I missed you.
Hello.
Hello.
All right, we back in it,
This is the-
boys.
This is the defendant. This is the defendant lobby, all right. But there's no defendant. I'm trying to reach Lana all morning. Where could she be?
Lana!
Where's Emma, for that matter? It almost seems as if
who this is.
Is
Oh,
this
Something's been happening behind the scenes.
Wait, Sam or
What?
Sven?
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Something's been happening behind the scenes.
Worth.
Knowing you, you've already figured it out. Who the owner of the 7777777 ID number is, that is.
Well, I have a pretty strong hunch. Looks like I'm not the only one who's figured it out.
You know, the only reason this trial didn't reach a verdict yesterday is because there was still room for doubt regarding this ID record. If that number does belong to whom you suspect, then no doubt will remain. After all, he hasn't been officially charged with him.
True. Not yet.
In any event, once all doubt has been removed from the list, I can call for a ruling. 5 minutes right, and Chief Prosecutor Sky will be found guilty.
But she didn't do it.
I figured you'd say as much. That's why I came here, to hear what you have to say.
This is the first time he's ever done something like this. Lana's hiding something. Only way we'll ever know the truth. Let's draw it out of her.
The truth?
Everything goes back to the SL9 incident.
Don't be stupid. Today's the last day of that. Where have I heard this before? We don't have time to reminisce about the past.
That depends on you. She's found guilty, you lose your only chance to find out what really happened.
I'll think about it. See you in court, right?
See you in my fucking dreams, Edward. Oh, what? This is it.
Was that a
Ever gonna
descriptor?
If I'm ever gonna... No, that was not... No, see you in my dreams, Edward, was not in the script.
No, I was asking if that was a descriptor in my fucking dreams.
No.
Well.
If I'm ever gonna find out what Chief Gant has on her, it's now.
And then Phoenix is like, damn, now I'm thinking about that. Now I'm going to be distracted for the trial.
He's shifting back like side to side in the courtroom, and he's staring at Edward, and Edward's like pointing himself. Me? What? Right? What are you staring at?
Fatal said, end of the trial. We're going to have one last trial to finally decide this for the 17th time.
Hey, bitches, court's in session.
Wow.
Hey,
very
hey.
formal.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
Damn straight. No, this is when the prosecution puts forth its opening statement.
Uh-huh.
But before that, the police chief has a proposal to make.
Oh boy.
Everybody,
Chief Gant.
get ready to applause.
Morning, folks! How's everyone doing? Hey, Edgy, been back to the pool lately?
I've been drowning enough as it is in my work.
Oh, that's a good one. Don't think I can top that.
If you don't mind me asking, Chief, exactly what is this proposal of yours?
Lana, that is to say, the defendant, has asked me if she could speak directly to the court.
He wants to do what?
Having heard what she intends to say, I feel she should be granted her request. In the end, it should save everyone a lot of time and trouble.
What's this all about, defendant?
I'd just like to make one simple request, and I'll be finished.
Well then, what's your request?
Your Honor, I'd like you to put an immediate end to this trial.
Huh?
I confess to all charges against me. On February 21st of this year, I murdered Detective Bruce Goodman, who cannot speak today, in the underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office.
No, Lana! You can't! Your Honor, the defendant's claim does not change the defense's plea.
In that case, Mr. Wright, I no longer require your services.
But Lana...
Your Honor, I hereby forfeit my right to an attorney. The prosecution may lack direct evidence against me, but it has sufficiently proven its case through testimony and circumstantial evidence. I would like you to render your verdict now, if you please.
Well, the defendant certainly has the right to self-representation. Her request is legally valid, although this is an unprecedented situation. Indeed, it appears there's no further need to continue this trial, even if Mr. Wright may feel otherwise.
Can't be happening.
It appears the time for the verdict has arrived. This court finds the defendant. Objection!
Huh?
One moment, Your Honor.
Mr. Edgeworth?
The prosecution has not yet proven the defendant guilty beyond reasonable doubt. Any ruling at this stage would certainly be premature.
Come now, Worthy. I understand this is a difficult time for you. But why don't you be a good little boy and keep your mouth shut,
I don't think I care for your tone, Chief Gant.
What?
Creating another fabrication to cover up your past mistakes. Sorry, but I'm no longer the naive little boy you would have me be. With this sudden confession from the defendant, it's obvious to me some kind of deal was struck behind the scenes.
Some kind of deal, Not everyone operates as you do, Worthy.
I thought so. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to change its first witness.
To whom?
As its first witness, the prosecution would like to call Miss Emma Skye. I request the court hears her testimony.
Mr. Edgeworth, I am exercising my right to self-representation. I don't think we need to continue.
Exercise your right to shut the fuck up and let me talk. I don't care what you think, Mr. Skye. Miss Skye.
Damn.
The exposure of truth sometimes results in tragedy. However, no matter how tragic that truth may be, it would be an even greater tragedy to avert one's eyes from it.
Very well. The court shall grant the prosecution's request. That's okay with you, right, Chief Grant?
Worthy. You'll live to regret this. Mark my words.
Miss Emma Skye, please take the stand.
The Edgeworth has decided to take the horse by the reins.
Now then, witness, please state your name and occupation.
My name is Emma Skye. My occupation? I'm Lana's little sister, and I want to be a scientific investigator.
2 years ago, you encountered the serial killer Joe Dark of the Joe Dark killings. Is this correct?
Yes. I'm trying my hardest to forget about that, though.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid. Why are we doing this again?
Everybody's circling
How
around
many-
Lana. remember
How
what
many
you're
times can we re-traumatize this girl?
saying.
This case is literally just Trauma the musical.
I feel so bad because
Aren't
it's
all
always
musicals Trauma the musical?
True.
It's always been Phoenix, and
Now it's
Edgeworth's
Edgeworth.
turn.
Edgeworth. Edgeworth has taken the role that Phoenix would normally do.
Oh
so
my
that
That
is
is true.
reigniting trauma.
He's just taking it all.
Would you say it's a real trauma center at this point?
Oh.
I haven't played that.
Me neither.
I haven't
Me
either.
neither.
I own it. Does that count?
Yes,
Are you gonna play it for us?
for legal reasons.
Sure.
The trauma team stream.
Fatal said Edgeworth is the new main character. Phoenix is just watching now.
Yes, finally, my role as main character comes early. Mark.
Mr. Edgeworth, please remember this trial concerns the murder of Detective Goodman. Is an incident that was resolved 2 years ago really all that relevant?
Are you kidding me? It's like, is an incident from 2 years ago really relevant? You know, unlike the case that was like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Yes, it most certainly is.
Yosh.
Well, okay then.
Hi, Floor.
Hi, Floor.
You sure gave in fast.
Now, please testify about what happened to you 2 years ago.
Trip to yesteryear has finally begun once again. It's bound to lead to the truth behind this trial, or so help me God, DL6 was a big fucking sham.
Oh God, for real. I love it when Edgeworth takes the reins in these stories. Like,
Yeah, me
those
too.
are my favorites.
That just means we don't gotta present evidence.
I was waiting in my sister's office that day. A man came running in and took me hostage. Neil Marshall rescued me, but I'll never forget what I saw in that instant. The man raised up his knife and stabbed Mr. Marshall in the chest.
It's a good thing you weren't harmed.
I passed out. I don't remember much.
That's understandable. However, please tell me, Mr. Edgeworth. What does this testimony have to do with Detective Goodman's murder?
That will soon become apparent, Your Honor.
You've got to admire him for his courage, considering he has no evidence.
Fatal said Phoenix metagames and says, "Hold up, I saw that flashback only you saw from this piece of paper."
I love to see if like Edgeworth just like waltzes to the defense side and just
Snatch.
plucks the evidence out of
Alright,
Phoenix's
right, do your
pocket.
thing. Do your thing.
I like to more
Wait.
think of it as Edgeworth walked over to Phoenix's side and is just staring over his shoulder at all of its evidence. Like, okay, this and this.
Hey, remember when this happened? Okay.
You weren't there, Edgeworth.
Yeah, Edgeworth is basically Phoenix's Yosh.
I mean, if Phoenix was like, Edgeworth, you weren't there, Edgeworth is probably like, yes, I was. I was in your thoughts.
Oh.
Like, Edgeworth, why is step number 5 on this sheet? Don't be stupid.
Very important step.
Okay.
The defense may begin its cross-examination.
The dialogue says I know what I'm doing, but in reality, I'm so lost.
Okay.
Can you tell us about that?
Mr. Marshall jumped on Dark. Just then, the lights went out.
The lights?
It was just about this time of year. There was a terrible storm going on and lightning struck nearby.
The electricity went out?
Wait a minute. If it was pitch dark in that room, you shouldn't have been able to see anything,
Did you
right?
say piss dark?
It's dark.
Jesus. New measurement. Right, but just then lightning flashed again outside. That sudden flash left an unforgettable image of the scene in my mind. I told the detective about what I saw then.
The detective?
Yes, Detective Goodman. He was in charge of the case.
Oh. Detective Bruce Goodman, the victim.
Oh.
Fatal said Edgeworth is just looking over his shoulder and picking the evidence from him like he's coaching him on a card game.
Oh my goodness.
See, big yummy Yugi.
No, you have to bolt. Bolt.
Bolt, bolt.
No, it's a combo card, Phoenix. You have to you have to play a card before it.
No, you have to
Phoenix,
tutor
you
for this
cannot
person.
special summon that. Phoenix, do you remember what Pot of Greed does?
No, but what's a synchro summon?
A hungry burger.
How much mana does synchro summoning cost?
We're going back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Prison now.
Yes, Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh,
Prison.
not again.
You spoke with Detective Goodman about this 2 years ago.
Yes, that's what's so scary about this trial.
And you told Detective Goodman about what you saw.
Yoshi! I forgot what day it was and woke up late, but hello Kiki, hello Yoshi, hello everyone, I hope you all are great. Thanks Yoshi, we are great, I hope you're great, I hope you slept well. Even though you were
Yoshi!
We did
Hey,
breaking
Yoshi.
and entering, and
We
we
did-
basically...
Don't worry, we didn't talk about tax evasion.
Yeah, we did not
Definitely
accuse you
not.
of tax fraud.
Hello,
Definitely
Oh
not.
no!
We don't do tax evasion.
I'm not sure if I'm great. I think I'd say.
Speak for yourself, I do.
Oh, happy to best.
Oh, okay.
Floor, excuse me. Floor said no. This muffler got a new meaning in combination with this card. Yes, Yoshi. We were talking about tax evasion. Emma said she wasn't gonna pay her taxes, and then was it Sam said that
It was me and E-Man.
said that he was gonna join Yoshi, and they meant the character, but I was like, shit, I thought you meant like our friend Yoshi, and we were like, well, maybe he does too. So, so you know, if you don't want to get attacked by the authorities, not that they watch my stream, but just in case, you may want to pretend that didn't happen. Anyways, yes, but at the time, the words just wouldn't come out. That's why I drew a picture.
Picture. Yes, I think she mentioned that before.
Well, Mr. Wright, have you heard enough?
Yoshi says, I have never evaded taxes and I'm still confused, but okay. It was kind of, you had to be there, Yoshi. It was weird, but I'm glad you're a good law-abiding citizen. Alright,
Fair enough. Tell me this funny little picture. We call them words. The picture the witness drew. I believe it has a very important meaning.
okay, no worries,
But the
Yoshi.
list of evidence I was given 2 years ago didn't contain a picture.
Witness, would you mind if we added this statement to your testimony?
Yes, Your Honor.
I wonder if we have that picture.
So weird.
Right.
The
wink, wink.
inconvenient. I swear.
Right, I didn't have a picture. I didn't have evidence with a picture on it 2 years ago. If only that were to mysteriously turn up somehow.
Mr. Edgeworth. This little girl put all her heart into drawing that picture.
Can I keep it on my fridge?
And yet you would insist on denying its existence?
Huh? Hey, I'm not the bad guy.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is that as the prosecutor for that case, I wasn't handed such a picture.
That may well be. But that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Behold!
This is the evidence list for the SL9 incident.
Yes, Fatal.
Please turn it over, Your Honor.
turn this over. Turn this. Ah, what's this?
Everybody like
I love
grabs their desk.
The judge got like, the judge got like
Yes.
jump scared.
I picture everybody like grabs their desk and like the jury like shits themselves because that
It's like that gif of Neko Arc jump scare where it's just the image like going up very slowly.
I would hate to work as a cleanup in this courtroom for the amount of times people shit themselves in here.
Yes, what is that?
Yoshi and Phoenix telling others to turn evidence around. Now he's grown so much, truly. Hey, that's it. That's the picture I drew.
Indeed. Two men appear to be wrestling here.
What's the meaning of this? What are you doing with that list?
Me?
Only the prosecutor in charge should have access to that list.
Oh no, we're getting ousted.
These lists, they're different from each other.
What?
It would appear, Mr. Edgeworth, that the evidence list you were handed 2 years ago was incomplete. These two lists fit together to form one.
Bum bum
My
bum.
shopping list.
Is
You can see the
parrot
marks
on it?
where they were torn apart from each other.
Gotta get his parrot burgers in.
So you see, Mr. Edwards, it's quite obvious what happened.
No,
It's
I actually ordered a pair of burgers.
2 years ago. Only half the evidence in that case ever reached you.
What? What?
Order. Miss Sky, why did you draw your picture on the back of such an important list?
Because that's what Detective Goodman handed me in the questioning room, Your Honor.
Wait a minute. If this list was torn in half, then that means... Your Honor!
Are you alright, Mr. Wright? Your eyes are bulging from your head.
I'm just thinking real hard! The evidence list was torn in half. Then there might be more of the drawing on the back of Mr. Edgeworth's list.
Oh.
Yes, that's quite conceivable. Mr. Edgeworth?
It's possible. Let's see.
Is something
Why do
wrong?
people keep shitting themselves?
Edgeworth's turned into a mic. Edgeworth's becoming a microwave.
I don't think that one was him shitting himself.
The parrot rolls are ready, Your Honor.
Oh god.
Do you even have to ask?
Yes, Edgeworth also doesn't know how to turn evidence around.
Wow.
It's a thing.
Sorry, Your Honor. I was having a moment. I forgot I could use the Nintendo DS touchscreen to turn the evidence over.
My favorite thing is that he's clearly like, I know it's just how the sprite looks, but it looks like he's holding the evidence list up and it's clearly white on the back, and then he turns it over and it's like, oh shit, there's magically a drawing there. It only appears when you turn it around.
It's like the JoJo meme where like the gun comes out from behind the back of the
Yes.
paper, but it's the drawing like fading into existence.
I love that meme so much. Turn me over, and there's a gun coming out of the paper.
There is indeed something drawn on the back of my list. It's that thing.
Oh no!
You have got to be fucking kidding me.
The Dancy dude from the evidence room.
Clearly, this act of vandalism is the work of a certain chief of detectives.
He was out of scrap paper. voice music out of my fucking head. Thank you.
Get out of my head. Get out of my head.
Get out of my head. Get out of my head. Get out of my head. Right, here we go.
Well, witness, will you please testify about this picture you drew 2 years ago when you were like 3?
Huh? Oh, yes, sir, Your Honor.
What's wrong with Emma? She seemed to be thinking about something when she was looking at the picture.
Fatal said,
It's
"It's a
like
jack."
her. She usually doesn't. I can't talk. She usually doesn't think.
She just spits stuff out. You're like, "Blah."
Sure, if you don't think.
That's what you do, Kirsten.
That is true. I regularly do not think with capital letters. Fatal said, "That's a jack card from the popular game Solitaire."
Oh my god.
This is the picture I drew 2 years ago. The flash of lightning was so bright, all I could see were shadows. After that, I must have fainted. This picture shows exactly what I saw in that instant.
Dear God, I think I'm scared of what's about to happen.
I think a flash of lightning could burn such an image into your mind.
Thanks to that, though, she was able to show us exactly what she saw.
Well, I don't see any contradictions here. This clearly shows Joe Dark about to murder prosecutor Neil Marshall. The defense may now begin its cross-examination.
I don't like where this is going. And I think it might involve me giving a gift sub because I think I was way off. Unless... Oh no.
Wait, what was the gift sub for? I totally forgot.
Remember, hold on, go to the evidence. Go back to the evidence we have, real quick.
Oh, I remember.
Oh, the knight.
The knife.
Yeah, the knight with the
thing
spear.
from the
Do we have the
statue.
photo? Wait, I think we have that photo.
You're
It's the last
fucking
page.
kidding me.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So inspect it, check it. Just enter.
I was
why
trying to do
why is
that.
the spear? Yeah, the spear's glowing. I feel like it's taunting me with like.
Oh, absolutely.
Can I have it when you get the sub?
You okay? You okay? I will give you the gifts. I didn't specify.
yeah.
It was gonna be a random roulette like community sub, but like I'll give it to you. Okay.
Okay,
Okay, yeah, but I just, it's not. I thought it was gonna be like. I guess my mind's just stuck on Steel Samurai, where it's like, oops, I shoved you into the fence, or oops, I shoved you into the night, and then you got little pincushion. You mean you didn't see the actual murder take place?
No, I'm sorry.
Flash of lightning only drove off the darkness for a split second. Not only that, but the trauma of the situation understandably caused the witness to faint. Phoenix.
Yoshi said, yeah. Yoshi!
What is Yoshi?
We don't have to worry about Yoshi doing tax evasion. He said, murders are very memorable. I say, as I have forgotten half of the murders I have done. We thought too highly of Yoshi. We thought too low of Yoshi. We thought tax evasion was where he stopped, but it was actually murder.
Good.
And then Mark said, once
You
you get
really,
your perfect
do you really need to torture this girl any further,
You
Mr. Wright?
instigated! What? You instigate? Hey, I'm not the bad guy here.
Don't fucking say that to me.
I kind of want a music video of "Bad Guy" by Billie Eilish set
No.
with Phoenix with Edgeworth videos now.
I don't.
Oh God, Emma looks like Emma looks like she's in like family counseling, and Phoenix and Edgeworth are just screaming at each other, and
Oh,
she
God.
wants to go. She just wants to go back home.
I just want to go home and play with my Legos.
She's in counselling, and they're like, she won't talk, but Phoenix and Edgeworth are her two puppets that she talks through. They just argue with each other.
Yeah. Right.
Anyway, this picture. Okay, and then.
I know hands are difficult to draw, but that hand is terrible.
Why did stream get smaller? It got smaller?
It got smaller.
I don't know. Yoshi said, "Why did stream get smaller?" I don't know, Yoshi. What's up with that?
It might be something.
It's normal.
It might be something on your
for
end.
me.
It's. Yeah,
It-
no,
oh, it went
everything's fine
back?
on our end.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's on your end, Yoshi.
I was like, oh no! Like, what did I do?
I got shrunken down. Surface returns, but I assure you drew exactly what you saw. I'm so tiny.
I'm joining the Goggles Galaxy Discord.
Of course, this is the exact scene.
Oh, I'm back to normal size. Okay. Was it influenced in any way from your talks with detectives?
Are you insinuating we somehow manipulated her memory, Mr. Wright? Are we gaslight, gatekeep, girl bossing her, Mr. Wright?
No, of course not. Never. Better watch out or you might find some way to cut my salary.
It was weird it had black borders on the left, right, and bottom sides. That's super weird. If it happens again, Yoshi, let me know. I don't know why it would do that.
I maintain that it might be something on your end and not ours.
Maybe. I don't know. We can still look at it, though, and see. I drew this picture before I heard anything from the detectives, so I don't think anyone's story would have influenced me.
Mr. Wright? Is there something that's bothering you about this picture other than the terrible, terrible art?
Hey.
Huh? Whoa, well... That's strange. She claims this is exactly the scene that was imprinted in her mind. And yet... there's clearly a contradiction here.
Neither of them have faces.
Okay, Nope. There's too much evidence.
I always thought he looked like he was trying to stab the other dude with a
The
ruler, and
ruler?
I always thought that's hilarious.
It does look like, it looks like a piece of chalk, like a really
Yeah,
thick
it's like,
piece of
oh, I'm
chalk.
gonna stab you with a ruler.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this picture the witness drew contains a blatant contradiction. Oh my god,
What?
what is... oh.
But I still remember it just like it was yesterday.
Mr. Wright, perhaps it would be faster if you pointed out this contradiction for us. What
Ah.
part of this picture? Bloody, bloody, blah, blah.
Jesus. Okay, present.
That left arm of the guy on the ground really looks like an extra leg.
Contradiction, of course, lies here. Take a look at the knife the man is holding in this sketch. If you, what?
That was drawn by a child.
Look,
It was drawn by a
fucking kidding me.
look
a
at the arm, it looks
14-year-old.
like
What do you mean? What do you mean the tip is broken?
You gotta be
I mean, it's
fucking kidding me.
If you look closely, you see its tip. is
Clearly,
broken.
if it was a whole knife, wouldn't it be a triangle instead of a rectangle? Gosh.
Okay, I get it, but like, it looks like a.
If you look at this picture here, clearly they're trying to stab him with a fucking ruler. That's fucked up.
Yep.
I got a stick of butter for my murder.
Yeah, with a fluorescent light bulb.
Oh my god. It's a game of fucking Clue at this point with the murder weapon.
God, for real.
It was a block of ice that melted.
Obviously, it was a box knife. That's what Fatal said.
Alright.
Alright.
Oh, sorry, I thought you'd written that. Sorry,
Doing
you-
another fucking drawing.
There you go. Yeah, sorry, I thought you'd said it already. But Mr. Wright, look at the evidence. See the murder weapon? Its tip is broken too.
If I recall, the tip of that knife was found broken off in the victim's body.
It was the conclusive piece of evidence that proved Joe Dark was the murderer.
I'm afraid it's not so simple, Emma.
And where, pray tell, could you possibly see a problem?
Well, it's obvious. Wait a minute. It's obvious, really. The victim suffered a single stab wound to the back. If the victim was stabbed only once, the murder weapon should not yet be broken.
I'm not doing that. Read fast.
Perhaps the knife was broken beforehand.
Sorry, but I'm afraid that's not possible. The tip of the knife was found inside the victim's body. If it was broken beforehand, it couldn't possibly wind up there.
That's right. What does this mean?
He keeps cutting the judge off.
The tip of the knife was undeniably discovered within the victim's body. The only possible explanation is the witness's memory is mistaken.
That's why I asked her so many times if she was sure she remembered. Oh my goodness, she remembered correctly. I believe you were annoyed at the time, but she was sure she remembered correctly. No.
Fatal said, simple, the tip was placed in the body the night before the murder.
Oh my god.
But there's no other way to explain this inconsistency.
Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. There is another explanation. Have you forgotten already? About a little something called falsified evidence? Ever heard of it, idiot?
You're treading on thin ice, right?
All I'm saying...
First you traumatize Emma again, then you... I'm going...
Oh yeah, Edward, I'll walk over there and rattle your desk. Uh-oh, earthquake! Uh-oh, earthquake!
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
What the fuck?
Phoenix is like, you get traumatized, you get traumatized, everybody gets traumatized!
Is it obvious I am trying to lose my lawyer's badge today?
Now, if you two interrupt me again, I'll be introducing the tip of a knife to your bodies.
Oh, Jesus.
I still have the gun evidence from case 4.
Oh.
Yes, it's covered in your prints.
Shit. This broken knife tip might be the piece of evidence that was forged. You can't deny the possibility.
No.
No!
Order, Mayor fucking Parrot Burger. Are you saying the investigation really was corrupted?
Your Honor, please allow me to once again go over the events that took place the day of the murder. Rampa. It's the comic book panel at the very end. You gotta flip through.
The little green man that's like doing all the murders. It's like, oh.
Yeah. The unidentified. The unidentified androgynous figure committing all the murders.
Somebody's gotta catch that guy.
It's like, okay, I know what happened, but I can't work out what's going on here because this picture's kind of shit.
The police department and the prosecutor's office were holding a ceremony that day. After receiving the King of Prosecutors Award at the ceremony, Neil Marshall questioned Joe Dark along with Damon Gant. During his questioning, Joe Dark fled the room. Prosecutor Marshall chased after him and was killed by Dark. It is my belief that somewhere in this story, there is a lie.
I'm not lying. The man really was holding up a broken knife.
If that's true, then there's no other way around it. This could not have been the actual murder weapon. There must have been another broken knife.
What are the chances of there being 2 broken knives?
Another broken knife besides Joe Dark's. Could there have been one? The witness is this adamant about the accuracy of what she saw. Then it can't just be explained away by a simple observational error.
Mr. Wright.
In that instant, Emma really did see a broken knife.
I assume then that you have some other information about this other broken knife. If so, please feel free to enlighten us.
The murder weapon was already broken prior to the murder. There's only one way. Take a look at this. Here's the real murder weapon. No. Oh my god. The answer lies in the past. 2 years in the past. Right here inside this picture. Oh, I see. This is... Oh, nope. That's Edgeworth.
This is a picture of the awards ceremony.
the judge is on the ceiling. Yo, the judge is climbing the rafters.
Oh my god.
Hi, Marie. Hello, welcome again. It did do it again. It did it again, Yoshi. That's so weird. I
It
don't
might be
know.
when you all have you been
Hands
alt
up,
tabbing
not on
out
the
of
keyboard.
game at all?
Sometimes, but like, so I just did it again. Tell me if it did it again to you, Yoshi. But I don't think I did it that time. That's super weird. Anyways. No, I think it is my computer just dying. Oh, I'm sorry, Yoshi. We need to get you a new computer for sure.
It's the broken murder weapon.
Notice the award Prosecutor Marshall is holding.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. You gotta be fucking kidding
A
me.
broken
Gimme,
knife?
gimme, 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 gimme.
I was wrong. I really thought, but then I realized, wait, broken
Listen, there's
no.
a lot of trial left to go. I don't even remember for sure how this goes, but don't gift or not gift too soon because I don't
Until
fucking
the
remember.
end. Yeah.
I don't fucking
yeah.
remember how this is going. So
Like I said, I my bet was that if the spear is related at all, like
I thought you said if
if
it
it-
wasn't related at all.
No,
Yeah.
he
If
said
it's
if it is
related, then
related.
he will give.
He
his,
wins the bet if the spear is ever brought up.
Okay.
because
Yes.
it's glowing. That was my wager.
Yeah.
Because it's like it's glowing so obnoxiously. I'm like,
I
there's,
thought
it's
you
gotta
were-
be in evidence.
I could have sworn that you said that if it wasn't related at all, that you were wrong and you would gift a sub or something like
I'll
that.
go back and check after this.
Yeah,
But
I don't remember. Anyways,
I'm
yeah,
like,
don't. I don't remember.
I'm like
Oh,
99% sure that you said if it is not
Yeah, if it's
related,
not related, then you
you
would
Yeah.
give this up.
that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the bet.
So I don't remember for sure how this case goes. So just definitely wait till the end for
Okay,
sure because
yeah,
I do
yeah.
not. This case has taken us all over the place.
As we earlier concluded, the knife in the drawing was not Joe Dark's knife. That being the case, the knife the witness saw was in all likelihood from this award. The whole thing?
You gotta be fucking kidding.
Order, order.
Neil Marshall was awarded King of Prosecutors that day. As an award, he was given this broken shield and knife. When he chased after Joe Dark, he pulled out this knife. Being a prosecutor, he did not carry a pistol. This broken knife was the only weapon he had in this dangerous situation.
But don't awards come glued together? Did you
Bad.
simply take it apart by force? Maybe fatal.
That can't be.
Oh, and why not, Mr. Edgeworth?
Because if the King of Prosecutors Award knife was the murder weapon, then the murderer and the victim would be reversed.
What do you mean?
I mean, the man raising a knife would have been Prosecutor Neil Marshall.
Oh. Oh!
Yes, fatal. This case is confusing as fuck.
I'm a little lost
It's a
myself.
bit confusing.
But the prosecutor was the one who actually died.
It's true. What is going on here?
It seems Mr. Wright has been a bit too eager to jump to conclusions.
Wait! I remember now! I remember everything!
Witness?
Mr. Edgeworth!
What is it?
Could you show me your evidence list again, please?
Is this the one with that terrible picture scribbled on the back?
Flip it over.
I knew it! This picture! I just spit on my computer. I'm the one who drew it!
What?
You drew that?
That's right! The list wasn't torn in half at the time I drew this picture.
No.
All this time, I've been trying so hard to forget. I must have locked this part away deep inside me.
This would be best if we added this to the witness's testimony. Would you please tell us what you've recalled, Miss Sky?
Yes, Your Honor.
First the knife mix-up, and now the blue badger. This should be interesting. Shall we watch the video again?
For
No.
Fatal said, wasn't there another case already where the aggressor was the victim in this game?
That was... What? Wasn't that
there?
Steel Samurai?
Steel Samurai.
I think technically, gets fuzzy.
No, just Steel Samurai case.
When I saw that man raise his knife, Judge is very quiet, BTW. Thank you, Stray Rogue. Mark, is there a way you could maybe get closer to your mic? Because people are having trouble hearing you, or make it louder somehow. I've got it maxed to where I have on my, everybody's maxed, so, he would probably have to do something on his end.
Yeah.
Thank you, Stray Rogue. I appreciate that. Also, welcome in. I panicked and rushed toward both of them. I think I knocked away the man with the knife. Just then, there was another flash of lightning, and that's when I saw the blue badger. He wasn't in the room, but I'm sure I saw his... He wasn't in the room, but I'm sure I saw his shadow. God, that was a tongue twister.
God, that's okay. That entire... Oh no. But like the fingerprint cloth. Anyways.
Sorry, is that better?
I think
Yes!
I think so.
Yeah.
Yes.
So much
Thank
better.
you.
Yay.
For some reason, my audio output was at like 70%.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's much better. Thank
Dare
you.
you.
This is certainly most unusual.
Try impossible. The chief of detectives hadn't even designed him until this year.
What a typo.
That would mean you didn't even exist 2 years ago. Oh no.
Yes, well, the defense may now.
Oh, that wasn't me. Oh,
Stop! Please don't pursue this any further.
Lana!
What's the meaning of this? Please remain seated in the defendant's chair. Why does my security do nothing about people leaping over this fucking courtroom?
But you can't do this. I've already confessed to the crime. Why can't you just leave it at that?
Chief Prosecutor Sky. We've already come this far. It's too late to turn back.
Too late.
Silence! Silencio!
I got 2 subs? Back to back?
Pog!
Tectician and Kev Beast? Both
Yeah, just
subscribed.
call him Kevin. He's a friend of mine.
Oh,
Same
okay.
with Tactician.
Is there a better name for Tectician or?
Tactician is a pretty good name.
Okay. Oh.
Yes.
Thank you, Yoshi. Thank you guys all for for subs. Thank you
Hype
so
train.
much.
Hype train.
Hype train.
Choo-choo.
Hype train.
I don't
Thank
understand
you.
hype trains. I have had people come into my like Discord, like into my streams, and they'll give like a 5 or something. It's like, you're almost at a hype train. It's
It's because they're giving it all at once. It's got to be like
Yeah.
over time. It's
Right.
got multiple instances.
Thank you, Fatal, for gifting a sub to Yosh. This is the third time. Fatal's gifted me a sub. Because he gifted me a sub the other day because I was struggling in Genshin. And he rewarded my persistence. So thanks for furthering the hype train. Thank you all so much, Tactician and Kevin. Thank you so much for coming in, and I hope you enjoy. Yoshi, thanks. Classic favorite. We love you, Yoshi. Thank you for the sub. How would you know? Sub hype. Yes. Thank you so much. This is so great. Nah, totally not planned.
Oh, sorry. The defense will now begin its cross-examination. Bailiff, who apparently does do nothing in this courtroom, please to detain the defendant.
We're finally getting to the core of the matter.
Sorry, I just had a scare in here about hate rage. They're like, yeah, we did have like the bot started banning a bunch of people, so you'll forgive us if we weren't like, okay, but we appreciate it nonetheless.
So I asked in the stream chat channel, does anyone need to leave soon? Because there's still a decent amount left after this testimony.
Okay. Are we good
I'm good
to
to keep
go?
going, but I don't want to overrule anybody if anyone else needs to. But I'm good to keep going.
I'm good until
I'm fine.
I'm good for a while. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Mark, shut the fuck
Yeah, we
up.
should be good. Damn,
Emily, you're the hate raid
Yeah.
person.
Okay.
Anyways, okay, one.
But yeah, this is the last testimony in this part, and there's some more stuff after this for like 10 minutes or 15 minutes or so.
Okay, good to know.
Okay, that's not that bad.
Will this put us ahead of schedule, Yosh, if we get through all of this?
No,
No, it
we
was right,
plan
just
to
right on
finish this.
schedule. Okay,
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
we talked about Twilight and other
Well,
things.
yeah,
So,
true.
yeah.
So sorry.
And Yu-Gi-Oh! Prison again.
Yes.
We did not talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! Prison for that long.
No,
was-
true.
It was a short. We had the whole bit about like Yu-Gi-Oh cards
That's
and
true.
Edgeworth telling Phoenix how to play a card game.
Yeah.
We didn't even get started on that one episode of those few episodes of GX where the guy goes to prison and he has some prison jewels.
See, Yu-Gi-Oh! Prison is real.
Today's episode
Goddamn.
title: Return to Yu-Gi-Oh! Prison. You're right, Bea. Also, hi, Bea.
Hi.
His shadow, the hedgehog. So you mean you didn't actually see his face, but it's winning smile and all?
That's right, but I still remember it. He had 3 creepy horns.
Yes, it's the horns that's creepy about him.
This is pointless. That thing couldn't have possibly existed 2 years ago, and we're all thankful for it. The witness must be mistaken.
That may well be. But what's important is what caused her to think to think she saw what she did.
Oh? And I suppose you have an explanation? If so, then by all means, please tell us what this shadow really was.
What was it Emma saw when that lightning flashed? Who is this blue badger really?
I'm not sure.
Legitimately, I don't know where the
Yeah.
hell he's going with this.
Oh, get
it was
ready.
It was actually Phoenix wearing a jester's hat.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh no. Hey there!
Because he's already enough of a clown for us.
The blue badger hadn't even been dreamt up when Emma drew this picture. Yet she's certain she saw its shadow. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the defensive belief that on that fateful day 2 years ago, there indeed was something that looked similar to the blue badger. It is something that is now sitting in this very room.
Mr. Wright!
No, it's not him.
In this room, are you gonna say there's a fucking time traveler now?
There's I Spy shit.
What is it that the witness saw in that instant? Please show us this mysterious blue badger look-alike.
Tactician said every most smiley character is the edgelord of the game. You're not terribly wrong.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
What?
It's the jar?
The vase!
It's the jar?
The fucking jar! The mysterious blue
Choo-choo.
badger was in fact this.
That's, what the fuck is that?
I believe it's some sort of jar.
But Mr. Wright, that doesn't look anything like the blue badger.
Indeed it doesn't. As it stands now, it's just a plain jar. However, what if we were to change our viewpoint?
Oh no. Not with the Nintendo DS.
We're gonna use the Nintendo DS to rotate.
Rotate.
Ratate.
More. More. More.
I have your point.
No.
I've got to
Oh.
show them the
I didn't
correct
do that.
angle.
Also with this
Oh, boy.
music again.
This is the best part in any Ace Attorney game. I
Gotta
spent
be-
like an hour on this when I first played this.
Okay.
Yes,
This is so
God.
dumb.
Shit.
The worst part is you get it to where it looks like exactly fucking like it.
Yeah.
And then the
Fucking
game is
Um,
still like, nuh-uh.
Yeah, yeah, everybody I think spends a lot of time on this.
You need to get it like pixel perfect, and it's like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, hold on. Let me
You
try
can use
doing...
the arrow
You
keys.
can
I was about to
rotate
say,
it.
let me see if the arrow keys are a little bit...
You can rotate it left and right too.
Oh no, is it? Can you? Oh yeah, Q and R.
Yeah.
Q and R.
Right.
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
Using your Nintendo DS keyboard.
Yes. Nintendo DS keyboard, where you can play Pokemon typing adventures.
Dude, with
You
like
can
the
listen
most
to the
hype
best
soundtracks.
music
Yes,
in
the
any.
best
Yeah,
boss
yeah.
music.
We took so
I
long
love
to read
how-
this when we played. This looks horrible!
Boss!
Yes, Yoshi.
Honestly, if we were playing on a funny Nintendo DS, we'd have the original sprites, and I'd be a happy boy. I
That's
love
true.
I love the sprites. So I know it's like the big thing to do the watercolor. I've talked about this before. The watercolor like remaster of
Yeah.
sprites, but man, I fucking love like the pixel
Yeah.
old sprites. I mean, fucking
God.
someone
Oh,
post a
God.
GIF in stream chat of cry about it and ping me.
In what world would the jar end up in this position? I don't know,
Yeah,
Phil.
that's the other thing. Like, what the fuck is the jar doing to look
Wait, why-
exactly like this?
Why using the lid as a blunt? Blunt weapon. Use wait. I did
The lid. The lid.
Oh,
The
Use
lid.
the bait.
The
Oh,
lid.
The lid.
well, you know,
Freeze!
well, you know, some people have body pillows, some people have body jars.
I mean, it's all
Don't
pretty
talk
jarring.
about body jar.
Okay.
We really shouldn't talk about jars in any context like a body pillow.
Yes.
What do you guys think about that?
Present it.
Okay.
Yes.
Tilt it up a little bit.
Up?
Yeah. No, other way.
Other way.
Oh.
The other up.
No.
Sorry.
A little bit more.
Nope.
Give
shit.
her up.
This is so stressful.
Sorry,
Okay,
I forget that
looks-
there's too many keys.
Yeah,
I
6
think that
keys,
looks
that's a
pretty
bit
good.
much.
For me,
Also,
it
why
is.
did they choose the H, N, B, and M key?
Yeah, I don't know.
We've got to do Y. Now it can. Next it
Even-
can do
that's
M and
what
then
it's so-
CA.
Floor said, "Let the jar be like this if it wants to." Floor's jar positive. Okay, let's fucking try this shit.
Floor's jar is half empty. Half full.
Oh!
Sorry.
Oh my god!
Please.
Oh my god!
Did we
Oh my
do
God.
We got it on the first
First
try!
try.
Get it?
Oh my
Oh.
god!
I
The
told you
miracle
not to.
happened.
See that
Woo!
angle?
I was
It
right.
looks more. It looks more like a really obese turkey with its
Thank
legs
you,
open.
thank you guys.
Oh no, Mark, why?
Mark, I can't unsee it. I can't.
Thanks for the mental image.
No.
Well, is this a miracle or what?
Gobble
Okay,
gobble.
turn those 15 minutes into like 20 now.
No one can possibly deny this jar's resemblance to the blue badger. It's a fucking who's that Pokemon? It's Clefairy.
No.
It can't be! The blue badger from above.
Yeah, it's the...
Order! Order! The defense has proven its claim. The mysterious blue badger witnessed on the day of the crime was actually this.
Although we all enjoyed Mr. Wright's dramatic performance, one question remains. What's your point? What's your point?
Numbers! What do you mean? 777? What do you mean?
So that badger thing was actually just a jar. That doesn't change anything.
I'm afraid that's where you're wrong, Mr. Edgeworth. You see, this changes everything.
Indeed? Very well then, please tell us. What's different now that we know the witness saw this jar?
I forget how
Yeah,
loud
but
that
re-
objection is. Thank you, Yoshi.
You have enough ingredients to make Daigaku Emo. What the meaning of what the heck that is? Quick, pick an ingredient. Location, murder weapon, murder. Dun.
Oh, I forget about that command. I don't think it really matters on this one. Okay, I'll just pick one.
Allow me to take these in turn. Oh, I see. The moment of the murder, the witness saw this jar.
At a very specific angle, I might add, Mr. Wright.
8 awesome angles. Yes. Well, knowing this, where could she have seen this jar?
Well,
Location of the jar is shown in a picture taken on the day of the crime. It's on a shelf in the office of Damon Gate.
But the body was found lying near Lana Sky's desk. The witness testified so herself.
Yes, and it is these two facts that reveal what actually transpired. You see, the struggle between Dark and Marshall did not take place in
Are
Lana
you
Sky's
fucking
office.
kidding me? Actually, the crime scene was at a different location again.
It happened on the other side of the room in Chief Gant's office.
Are you implying the murderer moved the victim's body from Damon Gant's office to Lana Sky's office?
I don't know. Yes.
Why would he do that? There's no reason.
Exactly.
What?
If there wasn't a reason, he wouldn't have gone through the trouble. The only logical conclusion is that there was a reason.
do you know what that reason was, Mr. Wright, or are you just talking shit as per usual?
Should have turned out the lights. I finally figured it out.
You have?
Fire Emblem. Finally, fire. So this is why Lana tried to stop the trial. It's too late to quit now, though. Please recall the witness's testimony. She said she knocked away the man who was holding up the knife. In the next instant, the jar was hit and flew through the air. Now tell me, what could have sent the jar flying?
That would have to have been the impact the man made when he was knocked down into the wall.
Ladies and gentlemen, to may draw your attention to this picture once more.
What the fuck is happening?
I
I don't get it.
If the man was knocked in the direction on the shelf the jar was sitting on, what would he have hit?
You gotta be kidding me! There it is!
And there it is, folks.
It was too soon!
Suit of armor, holding a very sharp and dangerous looking sword.
Yes. Since the man, Your Honor, I'm sorry. All right, and since the man who was knocked into the armor was carrying a broken knife, he would have had to been Neil Marshall wielding the King of Prosecutors trophy.
No, Mr. Wright. You can't be thinking.
Yes. There is another possibility of what actually transpired in
Jesus
that room.
Christ. The murder weapon was different. The location was different. The actual crime was different.
Everything is
The victim's
different.
different. The victim was actually Phoenix Wright all along. Look out! What the- Another possibility.
Of course, the perpetrator would have had no idea, but nevertheless, I don't know if I can go through with this. Fucking say it! We've been there so long.
Mr. Wright, what's the matter?
The offense took place as the defense theorized, then the outcome is obvious. In that moment, assuming the man Emma Sky knocked away was actually prosecutor Neil Marshall.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh God.
Uh-oh.
You mean Mr. Marshall died because of me? No!
I'd never imagined her testimony would lead to this.
So it was the witness who took the victim's life, and then proved so with her own testimony. That is unprecedented.
What? What are you saying?
Thanks, Yoshi. Have a good rest of your day.
Sorry, Miss Sky, but given the circumstances,
Joe Dark murdered Prosecutor Marshall. How can you think it was Emma? How dare you try and pin this crime on her?
Imagine that coming from you. If you recall, it was you who admitted to forging evidence 2 years ago. The reason you moved Prosecutor Marshall's body was to keep anyone else from finding out what Emma did, wasn't it?
I assure you, Mr. Edgeworth, I have no idea what you're talking about. If you hope to have anyone believe your insane allegations, I'm afraid you're going to have proof. Tell me. Do you have any conclusive evidence that proves my sister killed Neil Marshall?
evidence?
I'm willing to bet you don't.
Yes, it certainly would be difficult to prove this with evidence.
If we don't have evidence, then we'll have to rely on testimony.
I'm afraid that won't work in this case. Both parties involved in the incident are dead.
Right, they fried Joe Dark. We certainly can't get dead people to testify. Well, Phoenix, do you remember last case? We talked about that.
Oh my god.
This has all been a wild... Well, no, even case 2. Well,
Oh my
anyways,
god.
This has all been a wild goose chase from the beginning.
Touche, Miss Sky. Of course. That only leaves us with one possibility.
You mean there's still another possibility?
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
I mean, the possibility that the victim has left us a message. For better or for worse, Mr. Marshall did not die instantly. He may have left behind the name of the person who took his life. In one manner or another.
That's impossible.
No, it fucking isn't! We have
Well, Mr. Wright, this is the only possibility left to you.
This game treats us like we're fucking stupid.
What do you mean traits?
It's not, well, this case specifically.
A message from the deceased. Does such a message truly exist?
Oh my god.
Gotta think back to the court record. This is an this is
Bailiff, get out the Ouija board.
a real murderer's name the victim may have left behind. This message from the deceased is already in our possession.
Mr. Wright! Will you stop at nothing to prove my sister a murderer?
Do not be mistaken, Miss Sky.
Hi, Super Hot Mew. Hello.
I
Mew. It's me, Mew. Hi, Mew.
I love what introduction. That's a power introduction.
Yeah.
Our purpose is not to accuse Emma of any crime. There's only one thing we seek.
Yes, I want to see a
The
frog.
truth. Where's the frog? No matter how painful it may be.
Oh, okay. I will click on that later, Mew.
Or,
It's in the chat if anybody wants to grab that link.
Now then, Mr. Wright. Please show us the piece of evidence that conveys a message from the deceased.
That sure is a frog.
This is the message left by the deceased. Oh my god.
That's the blue badger from before, right?
Sorry, I was checking our front door. Oh, is he just going to speak the killer's name?
If that thing could, I'm sure it would.
Looks like everyone's forgotten this is just a jar. A message was left here, on the surface of this jar.
What do you mean?
If you look closely, you can see a faint trail of blood on this jar.
It looks like someone wiped the blood away.
Yes, but notice. For some reason, the blood on the side of on some of the fragments was not wiped away.
Yes, there is a line here, drawn in blood.
So what you're saying is these dots were once lines.
Prosecutor Marshall did not die instantly. He used the few precious moments left to him to leave behind a message.
One that someone apparently wiped away. But blood must have seeped into the jar where the lines changed to red. Are we gonna have to fucking use the Nintendo DS touchscreen again?
Precisely so. All we need to do is connect these points, and the victim's message will become apparent.
Oh my god.
Time to connect the dots.
No!
Mr. Wright, what kind of message did the victim leave for us?
Your Honor, I'm figuring that out. I believe the bloodstains will reveal us to that answer, so hold your goddamn horses. I've got to connect these dots to make letters. It's the only one thing the victim would have written given the circumstances. Oh fuck, I can already read it. His murderer's name. Oh, I can already see this shit. Oh, no.
No.
Alright,
I can...
Okay, this is a little easier than I thought it would be. Well, I say.
You can't draw from that point. You gotta start from that
I
point.
know, I'm like, what the fuck? Hold on.
I don't think
God.
Oh.
His killer was EA.
There we go.
yourself.
I gotta double click it, I
EA
guess.
Sports, it's in the game. Oh god.
He didn't pay for the expansion packs.
Oh
What do
god.
you mean? What do you mean you don't like Origin? It's our launcher. It's so good. Don't you want to install it?
No one has ever wanted to install Origin ever for any reason.
But you get Bejeweled for free if you install Origin.
You get Bejeweled for free anyway!
EA Sports is in the crime.
Thank you, Fatal. That's what I was going for, yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
let's. Hopefully this works.
Make sure. Wait, no, make sure. I was gonna say, make sure that E's connected, or else you might.
Oh,
Okay, no, music stop. It's a defense attorney's duty to prove their client's innocence. That's why all I've been thinking about is saving Lana. After all my efforts, I never thought it would turn out like this. I can't read this shit.
So this is the final message Prosecutor Marshall left behind.
Of all people. She may not have meant it, but in the end, the one who took the victim's life.
Was Emma Sky.
Seaworthy? Can't say I didn't warn you.
Chief Gant.
Do you understand the implications of what you've done?
What? What are you talking about?
2 years ago, Joe Dark was sentenced to death. He was convicted because of his final murder. I believe you were the prosecutor in that case, were you not? Yes, Worthy. Because of you, an innocent man was sentenced to death. Not only that, but you used forged evidence to ensure his conviction.
Joe Dark really was a serial murderer. That's undeniable.
I'm afraid that's not important. Didn't you know? We aren't just defenders of justice.
What?
We're merely keepers of the law. Sentencing a man to death is no light matter. Even if there wasn't any cover-up or evidence forgery. Ultimately, the responsibility falls on the prosecutor in charge. Despite what anyone may say, this fact cannot be denied.
What's going on at the prosecutor's office?
How could he just stand there like it wasn't his fault?
The gavel's pounding fell on deaf ears. Unable to settle the crowd, the judge declared a recess. Where this trial is headed, no one knows. Oh god, there's still more. I mean, that's fair. I wasn't thinking to end there, but that's what a gut punch. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, this is just
That
a
is-
recess for the day. There's still so much more.
There's so much more.
There is a lot
Okay.
more.
Okay, but there's not another investigation, right?
No.
Yeah.
Then I'm okay with. I'm okay. As long as there's no investigations, I'm fine with any court shenanigans. But like investigations, I swear, will always find some way to slog up time.
Tactician said, and suddenly it became the British House of Commons.
One of my favorite things about Great Ace Attorney is the British judge, when he says order, it's spelled like O-R-D-A-A-H.
Oh wow.
Order.
Order in
Boy,
the restaurant.
I
Who have
can't.
the double bacon cheeseburger?
I can't wait to get to that. So, oh boy. Okay, so are we pushing through this recess, or do we need to leave the rest of this for another time?
We should probably do this next time.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I was thinking. I just wanted to make sure.
Unless we have like an hour.
You probably not. Oh, Mew's like push through.
No.
I'm sorry.
Push through, push
Mew.
through, push through,
I
push
would,
through.
I would love to. It's a little tricky though, unfortunately. So, but we made some really good headway today. So probably next time, unless we just really lollygag, we can probably get through it. I think, right?
No.
No, not quite.
No.
Holy
Okay, damn.
shit.
You gotta be kidding me.
Damn. All right. Well, I mean,
How it
it's
is on
still
this
good
bitch
though.
of an earth.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and back out so I can back out. So I'm gonna save again because I'm pretty sure I saved, but I get panicky. So
Oh no, yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna just so I can back out.
Okay, so this uncommented playthrough, I'm using, spent like 80 minutes on what's left.
Holy
80
shit.
minutes?
You gotta
Uncommented?
be kidding me.
So
Eight
that's about
minutes.
4 streams for us.
Yeah.
Well, how long were we streaming today?
We streamed for 2.5 hours, so
Mhm.
not
Well,
bad.
yeah.
That's
if we
a
can- if we
that's
can
a yeah. The biggest thing is it's a non-commentary stream. So,
Sorry,
like,
Mew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause that's all we do mostly. So yeah, probably for the best. Yeah, sorry Fatal, sorry Mew guys. It's just tricky because you know we're all in weird time zones and stuff, so it gets hard sometimes to push through. So and it's a good spot to leave it. So yeah, I think this is good. But yeah, so thank you guys all for hanging out with us today. I hope you guys have had a good time with it. This is really successful for us. This is definitely one of the better streams, I think. So, yes, I will look at this frog real quick now that I have a moment. Screaming frog and water meme. Oh my god.
That sure is a frog.
That is definitely a frog. I do love this frog. I love it, just like the little bubbles. The automatic suggestion is of a very buff frog for what to watch after this, and I'm a little terrified. I think it's photoshopped, but it's a little terrifying. Anyways, thank you guys for hanging out. It was a good one. I don't really have anybody to raid right now. I mean, we could raid Michael, but I feel like he's in heavy spoiler territory, so I don't know if that's...
Yeah, we probably shouldn't.
Yeah, I don't want to,
Does someone want to go live right now? Right now? Because I don't. I got something at 5. But...
I could raid somebody who's just streaming random Ace Attorney or something like that, but I always feel weird doing that because, like, I don't know these people, and, like...
Yeah.
I just...
Do it anyway.
I'm like, what if I, like...
Do it.
Or find a game that you love that someone is streaming, and force other people to watch it.
Let me look up and see who's streaming 999 right now.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Oh my goodness, I'm looking and someone else is like.
Welcome, Yaka.
Today.
You missed stuff.
What do you
We
mean?
have a VOD.
What? Oh, hi, Yaka! Oh my god! Yes, I'm so sorry that you... Dude, my brain is... I read Gant as Genshin. That's such a fucking mood. Yeah. Be safe, okay, and go to bed at a decent hour. Only if you do it, Mew. Be unpredictable and raid someone that isn't streaming like me. So there's one person that looks like... I don't know... Hold on, let me look at this person's profile so I don't misgender them. They've only got 12 followers. They're streaming 999. It looks like they're kind of early on. Maybe? Hold on. Let me click on this. Oh, it looks like they're at door 1. So that's not too late. It looks like they're still kind of early-ish. Because the other person is, like, in the like, climactic part, I can tell based off of the thumbnail, and I do not want to raid anybody there. So let's do not Zadie. Let's,
Well, if they're not Zadie, who are they?
Ha 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 ha. Very funny. Go to bed at 1 a.m. That's a decent hour, right? Kind of. That's not the worst hour. I've gone to bed later than that. Okay, Nope, I don't want to... That's not what I'm trying to do. Too many buttons! Raid channel. Okay.
I just use /raid
I guess
whenever
that's
I do
fair.
it.
That is fair. Okay, this person only has 1 viewer, so let's raid them and, like, be super chill, okay? Let's be super chill and welcoming, because we don't know them, but I think they're really cool, so let's be chill and cool, and everybody go witness the greatest game ever made.
Everybody give them hearts.
Bye! Love you all! Bye!
Bye.
Bye bye. Goodbye.